the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday night in the NBA, it's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Boston Celtics. And that's it for now. Let's send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you soon.
It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. A quick check now for starting lineups for both teams. And one of the players we'll focus on here, Pau Gasol, guys.
Well, great length and skill for Gasol, guys. People forget he's one of the best post scorers in the game. A little underrated, if that's possible. He can finish with either hand, great footwork. Score on the block, he can face you up and knock down a jump shot. To me, he's the most skilled big man in the game right now.
And Steve, you talk about his skill level, his passing and vision for a big guy. Really unique and special. Whether on the high post or low post, he does an excellent job finding his teammates for hoops.
Boston playing for the home crowd again tonight. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead, then try to get this one over early.
Well, guys, it's go time. These are two teams whose rivalry goes back a ways, and anytime you renew it, fans are in for a treat.
And, you know, it promises to be another testy encounter between them. The build-up to the game has been pretty intense. I think everybody's expecting some volatility on the floor today.
Now Rondo, after the missed three from Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Gasol.
And that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here. Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season. And that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
And again, Kobe Bryant.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve, more of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, you know, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
Now here's Rondo. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
All right, Doris, thanks. Bradley gets a screen from Olenek.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Hark it up. One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Tries to keep it alive.
A bit of a down season, guys, for Brandon Bass in this past season. His numbers were down pretty much across the board. At 28 years old, he should be in his prime. We'll see how he bounces back this season.
Here's Kobe after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Puts it up from 17, and again it's the Lakers.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And Bass, Steve, a face-up four. He likes to play in the high post.
Yeah, he likes to kind of face up and either hit that mid-range jumper or drive around you. But I think the best improvement from Bass came at the defensive end of the floor. Doc Rivers really showing praise last year during the playoffs for Bass's defensive improvement.
Here's Gasol, and that one's good. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Humphries, And he stops it. What a pass to set him up. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D'ing. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And it's blocked by Blake. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 6. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and you look back to last year, these two teams were very evenly matched.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Here's Hill. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Jared Sullinger. Here's Rondo. And that's not going to go. And that